we need to have integrity and proper governance. You can have the best economic model. If those who are in charge is corrupt, country will fail. And for lack of better word, we are failing and we are falling. People do not want to talk about 1 MDB. Najib will come out from the prison, if not pardon, 2034. 12 years. 2034. We will finish paying 1 MDB debt in 2037. We pay 15 billion this year, and next year we're going to pay 13 billion. 28 billion. To put things in perspective, how much this money is. Budget for Perak that were passed by the State Assembly this year is 1.1 billion. In other words, if that money is not stolen, we do not have to finance Perak for 28 years. Kelantan budget also about 900 million. So you add Kelantan and Perak, you don't have to finance them for 14 years. That's how much money we have lost. That's on 1 MDB alone. Tabung Haji, you can ask Dr. Nick, he was CEO of Tabung Haji. We bail out 20 billion on Tabung Haji. And you have to remember this, why social stability matters, why everybody has to benefit, why social cohesion matters. When you bail out Tabung Haji, it's not Muslim money. It's the Chinese money who go and bail out, who's the Indian money who go and bail out, it's the Malay money who went bail out, because it's a federal money. Public money. We did not take from zakat to bail out Tabung Haji. So social cohesion, like Sultan kata, laksa, asam laksa is very important. And to avoid corruption, high moral values matters. And to avoid corruption, high moral values matters. Corruption is not new. When China built the Great Wall, one of the greatest wall ever built, and they built it to defend invasion from the north, from the Mongols, and it was a quite long wall. If you line up, it's like from here to Baghdad, it's 4,000 miles, very, very long. The first 100 years, it was breached 3 times. Not because the wall is weak, but the guard moral is weak. They bribed the guard buka pintu, Mongols came in. You can build the greatest wall, you can have the best economic model, but if the character of the leader and the follower is weak, the society would fall. You can say that's 1,000 years ago. Let's take recent one. Before World War II, Argentina is richer than Switzerland. Now Argentina is ranked 50. Switzerland among the richest in the world. No chocolate, no nothing. But they're one of the biggest producer, very successful country. You say that's Europe. You take Philippines, 1960s, second richest country after Singapore. They export doctors to Malaysia. 1960s. Marcos came, basket case until today. You say that's 40 years ago. You take Venezuela, 2000, oil price went up. The richest country in Latin America. Until today is the poorest. Mismanaged and corruption. You say that's Latin America. Let's take Asia. Sri Lanka very near. Middle income countries. Not upper, middle income countries. Within 2 years, become poor. Young people here, I would ask you to reflect and rethink of why we lack moral character, why we lack moral courage. Having higher education doesn't mean that we have higher moral values. 1MDB is a perfect example. The first CEO of 1MDB graduated from Stanford. The last CEO of 1MDB graduated from LSE. The SRC board member, Subo, graduated from Harvard. It's pointless if you can have good education but you are corrupt. For you to think why we lack courage and why we lack moral values. And I think you have to go back. Universal values, or for us, many of us here, is Muslim values, Islamic values, not Muslim values. The first speaker showed the ranking of Islamic society that follow Islamic values. The highest rank, top 30, all non-Muslim countries. Malaysia ranked 38, Saudi ranked 93. We rather be Saudi than rather be Korea. Korea practice or Japan practice Islamic values, also although there are no Muslim there. So to have, my time is up, to have a stable and sustainable society or economic model, there are many ingredients: fair taxation, good social protection, many economic models. But all of those are pointless if society is morally bankrupt. If we do not have integrity, we do not have social governance. The rest does not matter. The integrity and governance is the most matter. And to do this, the moderator of the first session asked why we lack courage. I was thinking about that, why we lack courage. I think it happens because we are also a feudal society. I'm not saying feudalism. I'm not saying UK has feudal system. Japan has feudal system. They have monarchy, but they do not have feudal mindset. That's a two different thing. I think that's one reason why he asked why we lack moral courage. I think feudalism play important role. And second, perhaps we are scared. And we should not be scared, especially to the young people. This time is important. I'm not trying to be politics. But your decision in electing good people is very precious, and I strongly suggest you do it well. We cannot be neutral. You must take sides. There's a French philosopher, have a book, it's a comedy they call it, Inferno. He lays down 9 levels of hell, Dante, 9 levels of hell. You know who sits on the deepest of hell? Those who stay neutral during the period of injustice. And we cannot, not enough to say we're not going to vote for corrupt people, and yet we still vote for corrupt people. Then we become hypocrite. And